It seems like Coinbase is attempting to alert us to something. The concept of a trillion Shiba Inu is not bogus. Things have just taken a severe turn. Moreover, there is not a lot of time left. In addition to that, a member of the Shiba Inu squad admitted having something to confess. For such a long time, we were all in the wrong. Now, the truth as it really exists is here. However, what will the whale's response be? Is there a reason why today is such a busy day? Please allow me to elaborate. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more Shib news, be sure to click the like button. In the realm of Shiba Inu cryptocurrency, there have been some fascinating developments that have occurred lately. The information provided by Into the Block indicates that large investors, who are often referred to as whales, have really added more than 1.12 trillion Shiba Inu coins to their possession. We may see a significant change when we take a look at a statistic known as large holder net flow. This metric tracks the movement of Shiba Inu into wallets that possess at least 0.1% of the total supply of the cryptocurrency. A significant number of major investors have withdrawn their holdings, as shown by the fact that the net flow for Shiba Inu was at a minus 950 billion tokens only yesterday. On the other hand, as of today, that figure has shifted to a positive 170 billion token amounts. This swing implies that the entire amount of Shiba Inu present in the wallets of wealthy investors has increased by more than 1 trillion. From this point on, the net flow measure provides us with a glimpse into the minds of these major actors. Every time there is a sudden increase in net flow, it is often an indication that people are buying in and increasing their holdings, which is a show of confidence. However, when it falls like it did yesterday, it often indicates that they are selling or taking a step back, which may cause a great deal of fear within the community. As a result of yesterday's unfavorable flow, folks were concerned. It seemed to be an indication that significant holders could be losing trust in the financial system. On the other hand, there is a feeling of comfort today, since the net flow has returned to the positive and whales have added to their holdings. As a result of this move, individuals have been comforted that there is a possibility that confidence among major investors is returning, which has helped to alleviate anxieties and restore some optimism in the market. Today, however, the Shiba Inu community is experiencing a higher level of enthusiasm due to something that is much more significant. Over the last several days, an exciting new development has taken place. Over 1.67 trillion Shiba Inu coins were transferred by whales to Coinbase, which is the biggest cryptocurrency exchange in the United States. 1.6 Shiba Inu coins were moved from 3 distinct whale accounts to a single Coinbase wallet, as confirmed by the monitoring site Whale Alert, which was the first to bring attention to these transactions. This action has generated a great deal of excitement, primarily as a result of Coinbase's participation. The presence of Coinbase in a scenario almost always serves as a portent that something major is going to take place. Coinbase is not like any other exchange, which is why people are talking about it. Frequently, the market may be influenced by its activities. The community is on prime alert because of the massive number of Shiba Inu that have been transferred to Coinbase. They are expecting that this transfer may result in something significant, such as a significant announcement or a new collaboration arrangement. The fact that whales are connected adds to the intrigue, since these major players almost never make movements like this without first having a good reason for doing so. In order to provide some context, we recently saw 3 massive transfers of Shiba Inu coins to Coinbase, each of which moved the same quantity of Shiba Inu between the 2 platforms. A transaction that was valued more than $10 million was made by the first whale, who moved 558 billion coins to a wallet on Coinbase. At the same time, however, 2 more whales followed suit and sent the identical quantity of Shiba Inus to the same Coinbase account. This occurred nearly exactly at the same moment. The total value of these 3 transactions was 1.6 trillion tokens, which is equivalent to more than $31 million in Shiba Inu itself. And now, to put this into viewpoint, These combined trades account for close to 0.3% of the entire quantity of Shiba Inu that are now in circulation. Although at first glance that 0.3% may not seem like much, in a sector as dynamic as the Shiba Inu market, it is really rather significant. In most cases, the movement of this significant portion of the token supply onto an exchange is indicative of a possible sell-off, which has the ability to slow down any recent increase. When whales, who are known to hold enormous positions and have the ability to impact the market, make movements like this, particularly into an exchange, it is only natural that this causes us to be concerned. The worry is that if these coins were to be sold off, it would cause the price of Shiba Inu to decrease, which would dampen the hope and enthusiasm that the community has built up. Another thing that is attracting everyone's attention is the fact that these three transactions were completely different from one another, and each one included the identical quantity of Shiba Inu. Seeing something like this is not something that happens on a daily basis, and it has caused many people to question why such a specific quantity was selected each time. When significant transfers take place, the quantities vary somewhat from one whale to the next, depending on what each whale is doing at the time. This exact repeat, on the other hand, seems to be too well coordinated to be a random occurrence, leading some individuals to suggest that it may indicate some type of premeditated maneuver or strategy. There is an additional degree of intrigue added by the similar sums, which has left the community wondering what the true motivations are behind these transactions, and whether or not they are a part of anything more significant. Nevertheless, it is possible that there is a straightforward explanation for all of this. The Crypto Basic conducted a study, and the results show that there is no need to be concerned. After doing a thorough investigation, it has come to our attention that these three whale addresses very well be associated with Coinbase itself. That the trading platform was only moving its own Shiba Inu assets around would be the conclusion that can be drawn from this. To be more specific, these addresses have been getting Shiba Inu from Coinbase accounts as far back as September 2021, which was during the most recent significant increase in cryptocurrency prices. Furthermore, they have continued to amass billions of Shiba Inu throughout the course of the previous several years. Following the completion of each wallet's collection of 558 billion coins, these wallets recently sent the tokens to the central Coinbase wallet, which is known as Coinbase 10. Also, information obtained by Arkham Intelligence substantiates the fact that these three accounts are, in fact, deposit wallets for Coinbase. Following the completion of these transactions, the three accounts now contain no Shiba Inu. However, the Coinbase 10 wallet has around 240 billion Shiba Inu, which indicates that the majority of the tokens have already been transferred to other locations. It is possible that this indicates that Coinbase is making use of the assets in order to satisfy withdrawal requests from clients, which would be a very encouraging piece of information. Data from CryptoQuant indicates that the amount of Shiba Inu tokens that are held in reserve on exchanges has reached an all-time low of 137 trillion coins. And record-setting low in exchange reserves is significant because it indicates that there are fewer Shiba Inu available for immediate sale. This is a hint that more investors are opting to keep their Shiba Inu rather than selling them. Due to the fact that limited reserves coupled with strong demand often result in a supply crisis, which has the ability to induce price increases, the community is keeping a close eye on this development. Everyone is keeping a close eye on Coinbase since it is at the heart of these developments, and they are wondering if this may be a hint that something significant is on the horizon. Here is something that is of utmost significance. Someone who is extremely knowledgeable about the cryptocurrency industry has issued a fresh warning in light of the fact that the cryptocurrency market is once again gathering speed and Bitcoin has reached new all-time highs. Just a few hours ago, Changpeng Zhao, the former chief executive officer of Binance, the biggest cryptocurrency exchange in the world, advocated for investors to implement appropriate risk management and to refrain from allowing greed to take over. It was his advice to avoid putting all of your eggs in one basket. Take your time and spread this piece of advice around Twitter. When it comes to Shiba Inu, this piece of advice plays an extremely significant role. A number of violent swings have occurred in the past with regard to the token, with its price leaping up and down in an unpredictable manner. It is essential for those who own Shiba Inu to keep in mind that the potential benefits might be enormous, but their potential drawbacks are equally substantial. Due to the fact that the volatility of Shiba Inu may be both exhilarating and nerve-wracking, it is important to exercise caution and refrain from investing all of your money in a single possession. Your ability to shield yourself against sudden declines in value that might appear out of nowhere can be improved by diversifying your assets and being aware of the risks you are taking. Patience and cautious preparation are two qualities that will serve you well in a market as volatile as cryptocurrency. Shiba Inu are going to be confronted with a variety of unpredictability in the future. Something that was not anticipated has place today, and it is not yet clear how the market will respond to this development. Just recently, a member of the Shiba Inu team, who goes by the nickname Vet Kusama, published a picture that features the very first Shiba Inu logo. The logo has some fascinating new characteristics that have been added. It was revealed by Kusama that the dog that first inspired Ryoshi, the mystery creator of Shiba Inu, is really called Este, contrary to what many people had believed. For a number of years, a great number of people believed that Shiba Inu. There is a widespread belief that Kobosu, the dog who served as the inspiration for Dogecoin, was the dog that inspired Shiba Inu. However, as of this moment, it has been established that SD is the genuine inspiration for the Shiba Inu meme currency. An overwhelming number of people, particularly those who are new to the community, are taken aback by this news. For a considerable amount of time, everyone believed that Kobosu was the dog that was responsible for both Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. People are now wondering what this may possibly imply for the identity of the Shiba Inu initiative as a result of the revelation that it is truly Este, which is a significant turn of events. Given all of these unexpected occurrences, it is difficult to forecast how the market would respond to such a quick change in our knowledge of the situation. Therefore, it seems that recommendations such as CZs to implement appropriate risk management is more pertinent than it has ever been. Being prepared and not allowing enthusiasm to cloud judgment is essential in the cryptocurrency industry, where the unexpected is becoming an increasingly regular theme. The coin has created a technical form known as a cup and handle, which has led experts to forecast a possible 30% increase in value. This is despite the fact that Shiba Inu has been the subject of a number of unexpected developments and twists. It is common practice to interpret this pattern, which resembles a U and is followed by a minor decline, as a hint that an upward trend may continue longer. Consequently, this is a really intriguing moment to be around, considering all of the recent events that have taken place. However, what are your thoughts on the matter? Please share your opinions with us in the comments section. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it and subscribe to the channel.